Should we make excuses or mourn the atrocities committed by humanity? Can any barbarity be more gruesome than that recorded in Judges 19? Did these events begin with a man's attempt to reconcile with his lover? In those days, when there was no king in Israel, a certain Levite was sojourning in the remote parts of the hill country of Ephraim, who took to himself a concubine from Bethlehem in Judah. And his concubine was unfaithful to him, and she went away from him to her father's house at Bethlehem in Judah, and was there some 4 months. Then her husband arose and went after her, to speak kindly to her, and bring her back. He had with him his servant and a couple of donkeys, and she brought him into her father's house. And when the girl's father saw him, he came with joy to meet him, and his father-in-law, the girl's father, made him stay, and he remained with him 3 days. So they ate and drank and spent the night there. Did they stay a few days longer at her father's house? On the 4th day, they got up early in the morning and prepared to go. But the girl's father said to his son-in-law, "Have something to eat, to keep up your strength, and then you can go." So they sat down, and the 2 of them ate and drank together. Then the girl's father said to the man, "Please agree to stay overnight and enjoy yourself." The man got up to go, but his father-in-law persuaded him. So he stayed and spent the night there again. He got up early in the morning on the 5th day to leave. But the girl's father said to him, "Please keep up your strength." So they waited until late afternoon, and the 2 of them ate. The man got up to go with his concubine and his servant. When his father-in-law, the girl's father, said to him, "Look, night's coming. Please spend the night. See, the day's almost over. Spend the night here. Enjoy yourself. Then you can get up early tomorrow for your journey and go home." As the pair left her father's house, did they pass by Old Jerusalem? Because the man was unwilling to spend the night, he got up, left, and arrived opposite Jebus, now known as Jerusalem. He had with him a pair of saddled donkeys, along with his mistress. As they approached Jebus, the daylight was almost gone, so the servant suggested to his master, "Come on, let's spend the night in this Jebusite city." Did they rather decide to find lodging in Gibeah of Benjamin? And his master said to him, "We will not turn aside there into the city of a stranger that's not of the children of Israel. We'll pass over to Gibeah." And he said to his servant, "Come, and let's draw near to one of these places to lodge all night, in Gibeah or in Ramah." And they passed on and went their way. And the sun went down upon them when they were by Gibeah, which belongs to Benjamin. And they turned aside there to go in and to lodge in Gibeah. And when he went in, he sat him down in a street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house to lodging. Did he finally find someone hospitable in the town for the night? But behold, an old man was coming from his work from the field at evening. Now the man was from the hill country of Ephraim, and he was sojourning in Gibeah. But the men of the place were Benjamites. And he lifted up his eyes and saw the traveller in the open square of the city. And the old man said, "Where are you going, and where do you come from?" And he said to him, "We're passing from Bethlehem in Judah to the remote part of the hill country of Ephraim. I'm from there, and I went to Bethlehem in Judah. But I'm now going to the house of Yahweh, and no man's taking me into his house. Yet there's both straw and fodder for our donkeys, and also bread and wine for me, your maidservant, and the young man who's with your servants. There's no lack of anything." Then the old man said, "Peace be to you. Only let me take care of all that you lack. However, don't spend the night in the open square." So he brought him into his house, and gave the donkeys fodder. And they washed their feet, and ate and drank. Did the men of the town end up gang raping the man's concubine. While they were celebrating, behold, the men of the city, certain worthless men, surrounded the house, pushing one another at the door. And they spoke to the owner of the house, the old man, saying, "Bring out the man who entered your house, that we may have relations with him." Then the man, the owner of the house, went out to them and said to them, "No, my brothers, please don't act so wickedly. Since this man has come into my house, don't commit this vile sin. Here's my virgin daughter and the man's concubine. Please let me bring them out, then rape them, and do to them whatever you wish. But don't commit this act of vile sin against this man." But the men wouldn't listen to him. So the man seized his concubine and brought her outside to them, and they raped her and abused her all night until morning, then let her go at the approach of dawn. As the day began to dawn, the woman came and fell down at the doorway of the man's house, where her master was, until full daylight. Did she die of her terrible ordeal? How did the man inform all Israel of this atrocity? When her master got up in the morning and opened the door of the house and stepped out to continue on his way, there lay his concubine, fallen in the doorway of the house, with her hands on the threshold. He said to her, "Get up, let's go." But there was no answer. Then the man put her on his donkey and set out for home. When he reached home, he took a knife and cut up his concubine, limb by limb, into 12 parts, and sent them into all the areas of Israel. Everyone who saw it was saying to one another, "Such a thing has never been seen or done, not since the day the Israelites came up out of Egypt. Just imagine. We must do something, so speak up." Where did Jesus say that such horrible atrocities come from? What comes out of a man that defiles a man? For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lewdness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within and defile a man. Should we make excuses or mourn the atrocities committed by humanity? Can any barbarity be more gruesome than that recorded here? You decide.